How's it going, everybody? John MacLennan here, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to play You Send Me by Sam Cooke on guitar. This is a classic soul song that uses what I call a 1-6-2-5 chord progression. I'm going to break down each part of the song. We're going to learn the verse and the bridge, as well as just some classic kind of soul guitar chords, ending there on this really cool 6th chord. But before we get into the lesson, I really appreciate you checking out the links below if you're interested in learning more about guitar. I've got a ton of great resources down below, including a book I wrote called Melodic Expressions that's all about soloing. If you're interested in learning more about soloing, check that out as my gift to you. You can download it completely for free for checking out this video. Also, if you're new here, I really appreciate you subscribing. I post brand new guitar lessons every single day, and the goal of this channel is to help you get better at guitar. All right, with that said, let's break down the song you came here for. Let's break down how to play You Send Me by Sam Cooke. Now we're gonna mix in a little bass line, a single note line here, along with some chords for this rhythm guitar part that's gonna go right along with the recording. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to be playing triads here along with this little walk up single note line. Now the chord progression for this verse section is what we call a 1-6-2-5, and we're in the key G. It would, if I just played basic open position chords, it would be G, E minor, A minor, D. Now we're going to use triads here and get this sound. Now I'm also making the last two chords an A minor 7 and a D7. So they're 7th chords, but I'm still playing what I call a triad, which is a 3-note chord for me. Then of course the bass player, you know, would add the root note beneath that. So I'm gonna play G here, which is 5, 4, 3, starting on that D string, just a little 3-note chord. Then I'm gonna go to E minor, and I just changed one note there. It's only one note difference between a G and an E minor. Pretty cool. And then an A minor 7, which is just one finger, again on the same set of strings. And then D7, which is 4, 5, 3. So that's the basic progression there, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you could do that right along with the recording. Now sounds like an overdub that goes, just plays this little bass line. So I actually mix both those parts together. It's a triplet starting on beat 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I end up replacing that first chord, that G chord, with just the root note, the single note G like this. 2, 3, 4, then I add the chord. It's a nice little use of a bass line or a single note melody with chords, and that's coming right out of your G major scale. This is what we call a walk up. We're walking up into this note, which is a G. We're gonna do that progression 4 times like this. 1, 2, 3. Now here on the 4th time, there's a little variation. Now you could just play the same thing, D7, but it sounds like on the recording, there's a D7 flat 9, which gives you kind of a jazz sound, right? So what I did was I just took that D7 chord and I raised that note that my first finger's playing 1 fret. So it sounds like this. And you can do that on the last time. So if I play 4 times and the last time add that D7 flat 9, it would go like this. Nice little tension there. Then we repeat the same thing again for verse 2, but we're gonna have a different variation that leads us into the bridge. So verse 2 sounds like this. This is a typical chord progression. I call this a 1 to 4. So if you're in the key of G, you're gonna go up 4 letter names. So G, A, B, C. We're gonna go G to a C, then back to a G. And this is the progression that leads us into the bridge. So the very last time, remember that we're doing that progression G, E minor, A minor, D. And the last time we're gonna do the walking, G, and instead of E minor, A minor, D, we're gonna go G, C, G, and I just roll my 3rd finger down like that to get that C chord back to G. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's all of verse 2 played as one piece, and then we'll tackle the bridge. 1, 2, 3. Great job if you've made it this far. We've got one more main section to talk about, then we're gonna learn an ending chord. But the next section is when the words go, at first I thought it was infatuation, and it goes like this. So that's our bridge there, and we're gonna play our A minor 7 for 2 strums, 1, 2, and then we're gonna go to D7 for 1 strum and then a rest, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go to G, we do the same rhythm, 3 quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, and the rest. So I am playing those quarter notes a little staccato, and we're gonna do this 2 times, and then we'll do it with a variation. Then the variation. So now we're gonna do a little walk down. So we did A minor, D7, and then we go G, F, E. And this is all the same chord. It's just moving down the neck. So G, then drop it down a whole step to F, then drop it down a half step here. And you get this E shape, but I just finger it like this. Then we're gonna go up to A7, which is like our A minor 7, but we're gonna add this note here, which is the major 3rd. And we're gonna just hit it once and rest. So it's just like a quarter note hit and then a rest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll play that A7 triplets, 1 and a 2 and then our line. First hitting just the root note on beat 3, and then 4 and back to our verse progression. So the last 4 bars of the bridge sound like this. And the whole bridge, for context, sounds like this. 3, 4. Then we're back to the verse progression. Now when we end the song, we play the same progression that we do for verse 2. So we're on verse 2. And that's our ending there. So we go G, we put the D in the bass, then back to G. And then we go up to this G6 chord, which is just one finger, you know, it's based off this sound. But you can just use one finger and bar from D down on the 12th fret. So the last 4 bars with the pickup go. Have fun practicing You Send Me by Sam Cooke. It's just a classic soul guitar part. Make sure to play it along with the recording. It's got such a great feel and swing to it. So you want to just try to internalize that feel by playing along with the recording over and over. Before you go, don't forget to download your free PDF all about soloing in the description below. It's a book I wrote called Melodic Expressions. It's got over 100 licks and exercises in it. You're gonna find licks over major, minor, and dominant chords, the 3 main chord qualities you're gonna run into in most popular music. Also, please let me know song requests in the comments below. I'm always checking the comments for future video ideas and bringing more and more value to you here on YouTube. Be sure to check out the other Sam Cooke lessons I have on my channel as well. Thanks for your support and for subscribing, and we'll see you in the next lesson.